What's up, guys? It's SRC bringing you my first video of this new series. It's my Minecraft Villager Let's Play. And what we're going to be doing is actually working on a brand new world. Just spawned in, just found the first village in this world. And what we're going to be shooting for is trying to expand the village and build a town based around this village. And hopefully expand the villagers' population quite a bit and build a large town that continues to flourish. And so that's really the goal of this series. I definitely will be making videos here on a regular basis as we go throughout this journey. I haven't really done much on this world. Like I said, I spawned and just tried to find the first village, and so here we have it in the distance. And it's in actually a pretty good area because we've got some dark wood back here in a kind of a snow biome, and then we've got some kind of hills and mountains back here, and then we've got a jungle biome right next to it, right over here, next to the desert. So we really have everything that we could possibly need in really close proximity, which is great. And so throughout this journey, we're going to take you guys through exactly what we're going to do, and hopefully it's a good time and enjoyable for you guys to watch. I've actually been doing YouTube here now for about 4 months. I started off on my primary channel doing Modern Warfare 3 videos, and that's really been my biggest focus, is posting Modern Warfare 3 videos every day. And I've got, I think, about 115 videos on that channel, and I'll put a link to that as well if you're interested in checking me out there. But this is actually going to be the first video on my new channel, which is SRC Let's Play, and this is where I'm going to be posting all my Minecraft videos and possibly other games down the road. And so for now, my main focus is going to be on this village, but I do have a couple of other Minecraft worlds that I play. I've got a multiplayer server that I play on. I think it's called Shadow Rays, which I just started here a few weeks ago. And then I also have my own single-player world, which is not too much going on there. I'm pretty well established. I have a pretty nice house and a barn and a farm and things like that. And then I also have a multiplayer server that I host for myself and one friend, where it has my NFL Stadium project. And so let me know in the description, guys, if you'd like to see me just stick with this one series, or if you'd like me to post videos and gameplays from other servers that I have as well, or other Minecraft worlds that I have. And that would be helpful for me. So to get started here, it looks like we're probably going to want to get some food because we're a little hungry here. And a bed would be really great, because I know in the villages they tend to spawn zombies next to them. And I think that's just a mechanic of the game, that massive amounts of zombies spawn around villages. I'm not exactly sure how that works, if there's an actual spawner system or how that's actually written into the game. But what we're going to do is try and get ourselves a little bit established to start with here, just so we can make it through the nights. As you can see, I don't have any weapons or anything else, but it's going to be quite a bit easier than normal, I think, just because of the fact that we have this village, which obviously, as you see here, we're getting some wheat right away, which will make us some bread. And I think there's probably going to be a chest in one of these houses that usually has some type of resources. Now, I did read online that if you take all the resources from the chest, that it can actually anger the villagers and make them aggressive towards you. And I don't know if that's actually true or not. I honestly haven't played with villages much at all in my other worlds. Oh, nice. We got a crafting table. That's perfect. It almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, starting off with so much stuff right next to us here, but that's great, because it just makes life easier. And it kind of cuts out some of the boring stuff, because I know a lot of people, when they start these videos, typically, you're going to have them wall themselves in a 3x3 home for the night. Usually they don't even have any torches, so you're just sitting there staring at a dark screen for 5 minutes. And then they go through and, go and dig some coal and some wood and all those different things. But, it can be a little bit boring, I guess, and especially if you've done it before. it can be, you know, probably not as exciting to watch. But for me, I actually like the beginning parts of the Minecraft game. It's I've started a couple of different worlds just based on that alone, and because I think when you get to a point of where you're established, and you've got your enchanting table, and you've got your mob grinders, and your XP farms, and you know, unlimited resources essentially, and you've got a bunch of diamonds to where you don't even really need them anymore. It just kind of takes a little bit of fun out of the game. And so I kind of want to avoid that. And so how I do that is just by starting new worlds. So I think here it would be a good idea. I guess the idea that I had for this series is to try and expand the village, because I think that will always give me something to do. So instead of just being me by myself with a nice house all set up, I'm going to have this village with all these villagers running around, and I think that that's going to add a little bit to, you know, what we're doing, and always give me something to shoot for, something to improve, versus just having my house set up and that's about it. So I'm not really seeing any chests here. I thought that most villages have chests in them, at least one of the houses, but now I'm kind of confused. I'm not really sure which houses I've checked and which ones I haven't. But let's take a look here. Oh, okay, so we've got one here. Oh, wow, look at this. They're giving me iron tools and some iron bars and, what is that, obsidian? That's a great start to have. So I don't know if I want to take everything from these guys, because I think it's said that they get mad if you take all their stuff. So I don't know if they're smart enough to know what's what. So maybe we'll give them a little bit of stuff. Maybe trade. How does that sound? How about a little trade? How about I give you some useless stuff and I'll take some good stuff? Does that sound good? Sounds good. Okay. So I think the first thing we need to do is get ourselves established for ourselves. So we need to get ourselves some wood, and then we need to get some coal so we can make some torches, and a bed would be awesome, because I think these nights are going to be a little brutal, and that's kind of you know, what we're going to be doing for the first part here, which again is probably just a little bit boring, and I apologize for that, but it'll definitely pick up once we start building. Now, the other thing I need your help with is let me know in the comments below if you want to see absolutely everything that I do in this world, or if you just want me to kind of cut out some of the boring stuff, like the strip mining. Obviously, gathering resources is going to be pretty boring to watch, I think. You know, I watch a lot of Minecraft on YouTube myself, and I know most commentators cut that stuff out. And so I can't say that I've sat there and watched somebody do nothing but mining, but I have watched other YouTubers that don't cut that out, and I actually don't mind watching it myself. So just let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think there and what you'd like me to do, because I don't want to cut stuff out that you do want to see, but at the same time I don't want to bore you to death and have you not watch my series anymore because I'm posting stuff that's entirely boring, like punching a bunch of wood like this. And so just let me know below in the comments, and I'll kind of hopefully take that feedback. But for now, to start off with, I think what I'll do is just record the building and different things that seem to be a little bit more exciting, because I'm not 100% sure that you're going to want to watch a bunch of mining like that. And so what we're going to do here is, like I said, get a little bit established, get things taken care of. Now, I'm not sure if I want to have my home with the villagers or if I want to have my home somewhere else near the villagers, because the village is going to expand quite a bit. Kind of my plan on first glance here is to take this town and just expand it going this way along the water. So all the way out along this desert biome, all the way down to where you can see my cursor all the way out here, and just kind of take it that way and kind of avoid this jungle for now, but we could maybe take it into the jungle later on as well. I'm just not sure if that's something that I want to do yet or not. So the next thing we need to do is get some stone so we can get some tools, because tools, you know, are obviously a good thing here. And then once we've got that, we can hopefully find some coal, get some torches, and then find a bed, which would be great. And is it getting dark out already? Oh, man. I almost don't even know what's safer. If it's safer to be just out here on my own or if it's safer to be in the village. Because I think that the village is going to get pretty overwhelmed by zombies. Alright, let's just do this here. Throw this guy down. And let's just make some wood stuff here. Just makes... You know what's funny about this too is I have an iron pickaxe and I'm worried and I'm trying to punch stone with my hand. I'm just so used to starting worlds with nothing that it's amazing for me to have all this stuff right away out of the gate. Because I usually run with stone tools. I'm probably more conservative with my resources than most people. Like, I use stone tools. I'll have, you know, a dozen diamonds sitting in my inventory, and I'll still be running stone tools because I'm too cheap to use it for anything else. So, I don't know, that's just kind of my philosophy on it. I will try to get better about using better stuff because I think that's going to be important. You know, and if you've got it, you might as well use it. So the other thing that I'm bad about too is working in the dark. I need to really light up things with torches more often, especially if I'm going to be making these videos for you guys. So you obviously want to see what I'm doing. Mining is certainly boring to watch to start with, but then when you're mining in the dark, it's probably 10 times worse than that. All right, so let's make an axe here for some wood, because that's going to be the next thing that we need to do is get a real axe. Alright, so we'll go like that. Okay. And now let's get rid of this guy. And try and find some sheep. Because, you know, the weird thing about the village is that they have obsidian, right? And they've got iron tools. And they've got all this other stuff. They've got wheat farms and... you know, supposedly a blacksmith, and they have furnaces. So it's leading you to believe that they're somewhat advanced, right? That they kind of play the game the same way that we do. And, you know, all that makes sense and everything. But the one thing that I don't understand is why don't they have beds? Why don't they sleep? I mean, I could see them, you know, obviously not being able to skip the night. Oh my gosh, look at this. We got zombie, creeper, skeleton, the whole family's out. That'll make this interesting. So I don't know if we should even bother going that way, because so far I haven't seen anything bad over here. But now I think they have discovered me and are going to be coming this way. So yeah, so the villagers have all this stuff in just weird quantities too. You know, like some of them have none of it, and then others have stone tools. But none of them have beds, which seems a little bit odd to me, because that just seems like a really basic thing. You know, I mean, you would normally make a bed long before you would make, you know, like an actual mine or any of those other things. So, I don't know. It seems a little weird. But then again, it would just be too easy mode for us if we were given a bed and given tools and given everything else. So, that's no big deal. We'll find a bed here. We'll find some wool. You've got to be joking me. Oh, man. How did I not take any damage there? I must have been just, like, barely out of range of that guy. Where did he even come from? Yikes. Okay. So, oh. Hello. Yikes. Alright, so maybe running around in the jungle at night is a bad idea.